It's already time to dive deep into the fourth game of Friday. This first day of the Women's Golden EuroLeague 2026, and the game between BOSNA Zenica and POK Hrabri Zagreb. These two teams are just practicing, warming up for the moment. Well, let's say Zenica lost this morning against Pisa, 3-0. And for POK Hrabri, a bit of a different start because they played against the host team, Azur Lyon. They got the victory, 3-1. They gave one set to the French side, but otherwise they had quite a good start in that competition. As you can see, we'll have that game starting now with just a few minutes of delay because we had a very long and amazing game between Pisa and Nola, and we will have one very last game later tonight at 7:30 between Lyon and Nola for their second game of the day. Hrabri Zagreb will play in blue, Zenica in black. Don't get confused, Zenica was in blue this morning. They play in black this afternoon. And we're super interested to see what these two teams can do against each other. We are still in the pool stage. The most important is to secure as many victories as possible to reach the big finals on Sunday. Either the bronze medal game, this will be at 9 in the morning, or the gold medal game at 11 just before the closing ceremony. A great day of Sunday that you will be able to follow on the live stream of Para Volley Europe. Here we are with the team for POK Hrabri Zagreb, led by one of the greatest players in Europe, Alexandra Lihotic. She's the captain of Ukraine. They finished third last summer in Győr at the European Championship. She switched to Croatia now. And she's, of course, making this POK Hrabri Zagreb team super happy. They also have two VS1 player, Andrea Giba, the captain, Lana Rosic, the setter of that team. It will be very interesting to see if they can secure a second victory today after defeating Lyon earlier. In black, we have Zenica from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Well, not a lot to say about what we saw this morning. Dream Valley Pisa was just stronger, so it's not very easy to identify how strong Zenica can be. And it will be super interesting, Steve, to see what this game has in store. Either Zenica will secure first win today, or we will have Zagreb having a second one and joining Pisa at the top of the ranking.
You know, I was talking to a few friends about 3 seconds ago, and they are exactly like you. We do not know where this could go because these are amazing teams. And then what they've shown us is going to be a tough call.
We have no idea what Nola can do later against Lyon. We have no idea what they will do tomorrow. They had a great start in the game against Pisa, and of course, they are one of the favorite teams to join the big final. But then there are two more spots in the bronze medal game, and there will be a huge fight between Zenica, between Zagreb, between Lyon. It's super tough to predict who will be in the two finals on Sunday.
You know, after the first two games, what I told myself was, you know, Steve, take it easy, just enjoy the game. Make no haste into predicting anything because anything can happen. And if one thing is for sure, these teams that are representing here today are very amazing teams, and they're going to give it their very best. Count no one out because they are going to be here.
Yeah, it will be very important to see what will be going on court. On both sides, they have some good strengths. Zenica was not able to show us exactly what they're able to do, simply because Pisa was too strong this morning at 10.
Pisa was just, they had everything for them. But let's not forget, Zenica was right here, like with the way they showed up to block and everything. I think there is an element of, I don't know, there's an element of aggression in their block, and that could go a long way to help them and be of a disadvantage to the adversaries.
Well, and for Zenica, now that they played Pisa, maybe they have the easiest schedule until tomorrow evening. They have 3 games that technically they could win, and it could start now with this game against POK Hrabri Zagreb.
We'll see, but one thing's for sure, POK Hrabri, they are here to play. They are here to play, and then they showed it. They have elements, they have people that are here to make us enjoy the game, and guess what? We are all in for that.
They have strong spikers, but also some very tall player at the block. We saw number 32, Tihana Lonchar. She's super tall. You can see her standing there. Well, she's just on the left of the screen, but you will see when Zagreb will enter the court. She's just so tall. I mean, she's very close from 2 meters.
You know, one funny thing, I think it was before their first game. I was close to them, and she was there. I was like, I had to look at her from behind.
The two referees of this game, Giuseppina Stellato from Italy and Lauriane Meunier-Cadieux from France. Two women to lead that game between Zenica and Zagreb.
And you know one funny thing, Lauriane Cadieux is from Lyon. She's been in Assil for only God knows how long. And they are part of the people that developed this volley in Assil.
Just a very few years, right?
Yeah.
Traditional handshake between the two teams.
And exchange of gifts.
Yeah, they have some presents for each other.
Exactly.
A traditional red heart from Croatia.
This goes a long way to tell us it's more than just a sport. It's about humanity. It's about building relationships, because these are people you never forget playing against, and then the bond they create now is forever.
Yeah, and they will meet for many, many other competitions.
Exactly.
Whether it's club competitions or national teams competitions, because a lot of these girls are also involved with the national teams. And they have the Nations League, they have the European Championships, A, B.
Championships on championships.
Well, that's exactly the spirit of sitting volleyball, and that's the reason why we are super happy to be here in Lyon this entire weekend to share those emotions with you. The official introduction of the two referees on court before discovering the starting six of both teams. It will be super interesting to see who they put on court to start the game.
Exactly. Both of them have options. Both of them have a lot of things to show. So let's see who they put on the court.
Well, the referees are ready. The marker is ready. Both teams look to be ready.
They are ready. I can confirm that.
And let's start with Zenica. Amra Duvniak, the number 3. Captain Jelila Chamsic, 18 years old. VS1 player Rudica Modric. Number 10, Leila Pjanic. Number 11, Nadina Selimovic. And Anela Vujic, number 12. Zenica decided to play without a libero. That's the case of both teams this afternoon. Let's meet the starting six of POK Hrabri Zagreb. Starting with number 4, Josipa Ćosić.
She was our MVP in the first game, yeah?
Yeah, she displayed some great skills. The captain, Andrea Điba. The setter, Lana Rosic, captain of the Croatian national team. Aleksandra Lihotit. We see her in the first set this morning, then she disappeared a bit. The very experienced player and coach Vanda Dobrić-Varvodic. And the tall player Tihana Lonchar.
That is our tall player.
She's as well super experienced.
Exactly. And let's not forget the number 15, Dobrić. She showed high level of experience when the team played against Assil, and when someone had to come in and get the job done, she was there. She was decisive. She knew exactly what to do at what specific time.
Yeah, if you were not with us this morning, of course she's playing, of course she's coaching here in that club competition, but she's also the head coach of the Croatian, both men and women's national team.
Exactly.
And I know a lot of friends back in Croatia are connected. A big hello to Ivan Ćosić, who is a good friend, and he was an expert with us for the final of the European Championship last summer, and he loves sitting volleyball so much. He's a player.
Okay, hey, I'm saying hi to you.
And that first point is for Zagreb. The serve didn't go over the net level.
Yes, Selimovic couldn't get it over the next side of the court.
Andrea Điba, her first serve of the game. The reception is a bit too long. Good cover. Điba from the back row, not strong enough to score.
Oh, what a swing! Duvniak.
Well done for Zenica to score their first point of the game.
It's 1-0.
Lihodid, that one with the left arm. She's able to swing with both sides.
She is ambidextrous.
Well, which is not very common, neither in volleyball and in sitting volleyball.
Exactly. We are seeing world-class players perform world-class levels today. And there's an ace serve from our number 15.
The reception is just a bit long. That's a good opportunity for Zagreb. But they were not like quite focused. Josipa Čosić. She was just turning around instead of playing the ball.
Exactly.
Well, that's completely missed for Anela Vujic. I have no idea if she slipped a bit.
Yeah, because Alexander.
Lihodid with her first ace of the game.
In the competition, it's her first.
Well, not the best communication on Zagreb's side.
Okay.
That's enough to score the point. All important to stop Lihodid's streak.
She seems to be getting it on and on. Oh, what a swing! What a swing!
Well, she's able to make some damage behind the line, that's for sure.
Oh, and excuse what I said, it wasn't her first ace of the tournament. She's had... Okay, she's recorded a number of them in her first game. And then that was a massive plug.
Well, I was like, I trust you. Maybe you're tracking some live statistics on all players.
I got it all wrong. I got it all wrong. It's on me, my bad.
Jiba, this is a free ball for Zenica.
Did it go off the block?
No touch.
She missed completely.
That's quite surprising to see Jalila Kamsic having such a mistake because she's able to swing really good.
Exact. What is happening?
The great area in between the two blockers.
There's a double touch.
Well, you can play the ball with the foot, that's absolutely allowed, but not if you touch it before with the hands.
Exactly. You have to make a choice, make a call. It's either the hands or the legs. We can do both. Oh!
Well, she was in a great position, taller than all blockers.
And taller than the court. And taller than the court. Much taller than the court.
10-4 for Zagreb. That's a strange one. But that's a point.
That's an ace. That is an ace.
Ruzica Modric. Well, I'm not sure it was what she was aiming for, but
let's
still.
see what she does again.
Well, different target.
Cheeky. It pays to be told in this game.
Well, it was not working with the power. Then she used her brains.
It's called IQ, baby. It's called IQ.
And we have the team of Nola in the stands. Of course, they are watching for the action. They were not here this morning to see these two teams playing. And
now they can take some cue.
Yeah, they will play against these two teams tomorrow. And it will be important games for sure to qualify for Sunday's finals.
Ooh! Oh, too bad. That was a great move. But it's not going to count.
Yeah, for our NBA fans, that looked like a dunk.
That was a dunk by all standards. But that was a left cool.
5 points lead for POK Hrabri.
No way out. And it's Alexander. She said no. Alexandra, sorry.
Not an easy set. Great fight by Jiba at the net. Lihodi deep towards position 1.
She gets it off the block this time around.
Well done. Chamsic finds the solution.
After watching the game we just witnessed between Pizza and Nola, I realized it's all about placement and positioning on the court. The more space you cover, the more difficult you make it for your adversary to score a point. And it's a swing. Alexandra again.
Yeah, well done, Lihodid. She's able to find solutions, even if the set is not perfect.
Exactly. And I don't know if you can see from where we are. They're giving them lots of options and lots of spaces.
A good fight at the net. Won by Natina Selimovic for Zenica.
Ooh.
From the back row.
A pacer from the 2-meter line.
That's a great connection with Tiana Lonchar.
She makes it look so easy. Oh, okay. Modric was there to say no. She said enough is enough.
Well, it's not over for Zenica in this first set, only 5 behind.
In a game of volleyball. Okay.
Well, there was some kind of mismatch between Rosic and Duvniak.
And if one thing is for sure, our ref is not going to let anything slide. She sees it all, and she calls it all.
Too difficult for Hrabri to control that dig. It came just so fast.
So fast, so powerful. I think that was an easy one. And a very tricky one from Alexandra. She knows when to go for power and when to go for IQ play.
Very good serve. It's coming back.
Oh no. It almost did. It almost did.
Well,
She's found her target.
Each time she goes behind the line, she's increasing the gap again and again.
And that makes up for lots of aces. Oh, a little bit. Way too wide. She went way too wide. Jevniakos. That's an easy swing. That's an easy swing for our MVP.
Well done, Čosić. And the timeout is called by Zenica because that's a 6-point lead for POK Hrabri Zagreb in this first set.
For the time being, it looks like they are finding it easy. They are calling the shots and they are controlling everything.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. They are, for the moment, under control. And Zenica cannot find a solution.
No way.
Well, it's only the first set. And we have to be really careful with what we say, what we analyze, because it's not over yet. Most important thing for Zenica, finding solution either with a block on the serve or with the reception, and then find solution to set the ball well for the spikers.
Exactly, but POK Hrabri are controlling everything now. Okay. Oh, now you're beginning to get the calls and everything. You even call it before the ref does.
Well, I still don't want to wear that grey jersey.
I would never wear it, not for all the money in the world, because it takes lots of attention, it takes everything, and that's not what I'm ready to do now.
Rosica Modric. Easy reception. Great dig. Rosic through the center.
Ooh, powerful swing from Lancher.
Well, luckily, Jeffro is a good partner. Otherwise, we could have the court smashed here.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I think...
Well, the point is for POK Hrabri, Zagreb.
What violation did she call?
I said the net moving. It's a net foul called against Zenica.
But I thought it was more of POK Hrabri. And an ace.
But that's an ace to follow. And Zagreb is only 2 points away from winning that first set.
And it's not all done.
Free ball, Lihodid.
Okay.
Great dig.
Okay. The ball is still alive. The ball is still alive.
Well, it's not anymore sitting volleyball. It gets to snooker.
And it's it. It's it. No one to finish it. Then Lancher. She said it's okay. I'm done.
Well, that's the 25th point, right? Isn't it? Or it's only set point now. Yeah, 24-14. That's a set point now.
And that's it. Now we can call game.
Another great serve from Lama Rosic. And that's the first set for POK Hrabri.
For the time being, it looks like they are controlling the game. They are dominating and they are winning by great margins too.
Well, they were serving well, and the 2 times Lihodid went behind the line, she created a gap each time.
Exactly.
And that was enough to secure that first set win.
I think the players heard you when you said, if you can win it real quick, you win it real quick, because it's going to be a long weekend. You need to save some energy for tomorrow.
Yeah, and POK Hrabri will have a difficult schedule tomorrow, because they will play Pisa at 10 and Nola at 5, the 2 Italian sides. So they have to secure as many points as they can today. Let's have a look to the local partners. Père Anselme. Well, it's a bit early to have some snack, but maybe for tonight, for lunch, if we have no idea, just go to Père Anselme. You will for sure find something to share with the family and the friends. If you want to go to Domaine du Buisson, if you are in the area of Lyon, coming with your company, they can organize for you seminars, but as well for your family, wedding, birthday parties, a lot of things that you can do there, and they are supporting this event as well. For the equipments, just call GM Sports. He will for sure find a lot of solutions for you. And this one, if you're looking forward to change your bathroom, you can find some solutions for everything going around water. Sferaco as well, helping and supporting the Women's Golden EuroLeague here in Lyon. Well, there will be at least one change in the starting 6 of Zenica, with Berina, Bercic, Kobilica coming in.
She said, not so fast. Take your time, ladies. We have all night. No need to rush it.
Well, then maybe we're looking forward to visit the beautiful city of Lyon later today.
Well, and it will be a good thing to do, because Lyon on a Friday night, it's something else.
Even if you have to play some sports the next day?
Well, as a professional, I wouldn't advise you do it. But then for the love of the city, you can do it and you will be pardoned.
That's two different spirits, of course.
Exactly. Depends on what you want to win. The night or the championship.
Well,
It's a choice.
first the championship and then the night.
Of course.
That's maybe the right way to do things.
You can do both.
Let's see if Zenica can do better in this second set. And they score the first point with Amra Dovniak.
Dovniak.
That's the second point in a row for the girls in black.
If one thing's for sure, the girls in black know how to start a set.
Another great serve. Lihodid pushes it deep. Of course, Jelila Khamsic was just coming in the court from the serve.
Intelligent play. These players are showing high-level IQ play ever since we started this morning. It shows their love for the game and how they can focus and read their adversaries. That did not go over the net.
Well, it's quite a shame for Zenica after such a start. But that's an equalizer for Zagreb, 2-all.
And the game is still young. She found her way. No wonder she was the MVP earlier today. Kosic, Josipa. And it's Kiba.
Lihodid through the middle, great dig.
It's still alive. It's still alive, but she said no. She said no. Lihodid Alexandra. Don't know what she went for, but she completely missed it, and she missed it totally.
Well, it looks like she wanted to play with the line judge, but of course this doesn't count.
And he wasn't ready to play.
Absolutely not.
Oh! We are seeing lots of them today. Okay. And just like that, my coach is calling shots at me. Thank you, coach. I heard you, coach. I heard you, coach.
Five points to 4 for POK Hrabri.
Okay. It's even again.
It's pretty tight, that second set for the moment.
If one thing is for sure, second sets are always something. Ooh! She said no. She said no.
Well, definitely she was waiting for that kind of action.
She said no.
Great block by Leila Pjanic. Some kind of revenge for her. After getting blocked, she blocks the serve.
Exactly. Off the block he goes. Lancha is gradually finding her feet in this tournament. You know, initially she didn't know if she had to go for power or she had to go for IQ play. We would have to do it again this time around.
Oh, the communication was not perfect, but they find a way to put the ball on the other side. Chiba, great cover.
It's so easy when you are tall in this game. It's so easy.
Well, you cannot leave her without any blocker facing her.
That'll be a mistake.
Substitution for Zenica. Leila Mujsinovic is in. But she was waiting there for that tip.
Exactly. Oh! I think she overdosed it. The idea was there. She had it, but it was way too powerful.
Chiba found some space between the two blockers.
I think there was a communication problem. There was way too much space for Giba, and she said, okay, thank you.
Kosic's good serve.
Easy peasy, she says.
Vanda Dobrić-Varvolić, the first one on that ball. And she is the master of the net.
And just like that, it's 10-7.
A good cover, but it's not enough. Even Chiba is fighting to get it.
Remember I told you about how the block is always there, and they will not go down without a fight. That is for damn sure.
Well played. Chiba just saw it with her left arm. That's again a 3-point lead for Zagreb. If you're just joining, they won the first set earlier, 25-14. That's a good connection, and the conclusion for Nadina Selimovic. Olirodi tried it again, deep towards position one. That was
a massive one there from Kapelika Berina.
Oh, what a
serve.
serve!
What a swing! Oh, I think it's out. I think it's out.
That was a close one. But she's a very interesting player for the future.
Exactly.
She's only 18 years old, born in 2007.
She has no problem taking risks. And that's how great players are made. And you know, the problem is you cannot play at a high level at a time and then be giving them gifts like this, not at this point of the game and not at competitions like this. Okay. Selimovic again.
And the team from Lyon, while it's still here for the moment in the stands, they will very soon go into the locker room to get ready for the last game of the day. It will be against Nola later today, 7:30 the first point.
Both teams will be looking for their first victory of the night and of the competition.
Yeah, that's an important one to go back to the hotel.
And like you said, if you want to stay in the championship, if you aiming at playing on Sunday, it starts right from today. Each point counts, every victory counts.
Olirodi finds the solution.
Oh, that was way too much.
And Zagreb is increasing the gap, 15-11.
She goes through the block and makes it 16.
Great serve from Vanda Dobrić-Varvolić.
And I think they can start breathing now because 17-11. Oh!
She directly checked the first referee to see if she was like calling some kind of lifting. That was close.
It was close. It was close.
The back set. Great cover. Rosic, volley-hooded. That's too easy for the Ukrainian.
And finally, he calls a timeout because Kemjek called on the coach to take a timeout because it was way too much pressure on them.
Well, already an 8-point deficit.
Exactly.
19 for Zagreb, 11 for Zenica.
Gađajte u najveću, nju gađajte i svi. Nju gađajte, ona ide na svaku lopu. Nju gađajte, samo nju gađajte.
Hajmo prijem sad, hajmo prijem, hajmo. Hajde.
Well, not easy for Zenica to find some solutions. They lost the first one, and they are led again by 8 points.
But it's not all over in a game of volley until the final whistle goes. Everything is possible. That's a nice swing.
Definitely in for Amra Duvniak.
You've been doing this way longer than I've ever done. I'm sure you've seen games turn around in numerous ways.
Well, that's for sure. You never know. Even when you lead 2-0, it's not over. Sometimes you just need to change a very small detail into your team just to adapt to some situation, and this makes a huge difference at the scoreboard.
It's all about details in a game of volleyball. Adjusting to the best one, taking every single detail into consideration that makes you win or that makes you lose a game. I think there's a net violation.
Alana Rosic was fighting at the net, and she gets that point. 21-13. Another good serve by Lihodit.
And she couldn't keep it in.
Chiba is fighting, but the first block was not quite proper to allow the teammates to play it.
14-22 it is. That goes off the block.
Yeah, well done, Lonchar. She had plenty of time to move her body under the ball. What a good serve for Josipa Čosić, and that first set point for Zagreb in the second one. Well, even with that clean reception, they are not able to do better. And they scored the 25th point, 25-14, exactly the same score as in the first set.
That makes it 2-0.
Zagreb is leading 2-0. And they are getting closer and closer to secure a second victory for today, which would be a great performance. That's a great achievement to secure 6 points today.
And they are doing it well. They are doing it with power. They are doing it on authority. They know what they are doing. And like you said, they didn't come here just to watch others play. They came to participate, and I'm sure they want to play on Sunday too.
Well, there is another thing for Sunday, because we mentioned that there are two games, the bronze medal game, the gold medal game. If you know that you're not able to secure a spot in the big final, it's still some purpose to achieve to reach the bronze medal game, because one team will not play on Sunday and you don't want to be home on Saturday evening.
Exactly. Unless, of course, you want to visit this beautiful city.
Or if you have some early plane to fly back home.
Facts.
Let's have a look at the local partners. And again, the Région Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, that's the big area where we are here. In the east and center of France, the Grand Lyon Metropole, and of course, the city of Lyon hosting that event in the beautiful Mado Bonnet venue. While some heavy discussions on the bench of Zenica to find some other solutions. They tried to put Berina Brkic-Kobilica in. Well, the effect was not quite the one they were expecting, because the score is exactly the same as in the first set, 25-14. And on the other side, we can see a lot of smiles. POK Hrabri is doing well. Zagreb is super happy with the result that they have so far in that game.
And it's not just by luck. They are putting it in, like you said, it's a game of details. They are working on every detail. They're making it count so they can be happy with their performances.
Well, and since this morning, they stick to the same starting six, the one that is performing. We saw at some point this morning Mateja Grgic coming in the number 5. But otherwise, they're just playing with the same 6 players, which can be also something important when you know that you have 2 more games tomorrow, 1 more game on Sunday. If you want to help your key players to save some energy, at some point you could also try to do some substitution, but with the risk to make it a bit easier for the opponent.
Exactly. But you know what I mean? Most players, like I said, they train hours, they train days, weeks, months, years. They are built for this. So it doesn't matter, even if they have to go at it, like they have to play a couple of hours, like every day, and keep playing all throughout the weekend. I think they can do it. They can do it. But like you said, it's only be proper, it's only be considerate if you can rest most of your players for the next day.
Well, let's see what Zenica decided for this third set. Well, again, they will put Anela Vujic on court number 12. And they will rest Leila Pjanic.
One thing is for sure, they are looking for solutions. They are not looking into the sky, but they are putting in effort to get what they are looking for.
Well, they only have 3 options on the bench, that's for sure. And they only have 1 vs1 in the roster, Ružica Modric. So you cannot change that player for sure, otherwise you're out of the rule of the competition.
Exactly. So the idea is you keep Modric on the court, but then you don't get her exhausted. How you do that, I do not know.
Well, and she's the oldest player of that roster, so she has to play. Yes.
She is the matriarch. But then guess it comes with experience.
Great fight over the net. That fight is won by POK Hrabri. Zagreb was the best start in this third set.
They are starting well. Well, it doesn't look like the coach is happy. Zenica coach doesn't look happy to me. I don't know exactly what he's saying, but those are not compliments, I think. Ooh, she saw the block and she played around it. Alexander.
An easy ball for Zagreb. Oli Hodit a bit greedy on that swing.
She had an idea. She had an idea, but that wasn't the best one. Nice pick.
Another high ball, no risk at that time.
She's like, yeah, you had me for the first time. You're not having me again. One error is enough. followed by an ace.
Well, that was some good try to have a one-arm reception, but not easy to control it.
When it's coming with that momentum and force and power. And it's amazing how Alexandra goes right from where she serves and aims straight at one side. She finds her target and she doesn't leave the target. She exploits it till it's all done.
Sorry, but that's already the third ace in a row. And as
Exactly.
soon as she goes behind the line, the gap increases. A 5-point lead for Zagreb.
And for the time being, Vujic is her target.
This point to be replayed. Good fight at the net between Modric and Rosic.
And they're exchanging pleasantries.
Oh, what a serve again.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Lucky solution for Amra Duvniak. She was completely falling behind her. She still managed to get it over the net.
That wasn't the best serve. That's gonna be an ace. That is gonna be an ace.
Just out.
And you know, when you're playing against a team that's already built momentum and is scoring, everything is working for them, you can't afford to be making mistakes like this.
Well, that's too easy to give points like that.
Exactly.
And Ferhat Šehić is very likely to call a timeout soon if they don't find a solution. Apparently Lana Rosic touched the net.
We can see a lot from, I can see a lot from where we are seated, but then the refs, they see better. They know most and they know more than I could ever know.
Good set, Jiba for the spike. Oh, that was some kind of difficult ball to play.
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be a replay.
Nadina Selimovic, and it was again Lana Rosic, not the tallest player on the court, but still fighting a lot when she's at the net.
Exactly. It's all about positioning.
Good high ball.
Off the block.
That's exactly what Tihana Loncha needs. That's an 8-point lead for POK Hrabri.
And Lena Rosic.
A substitution called, it's the player. She's calling the substitution on her own, Anela Vujic.
I don't think the coach.
Oh, he doesn't
coach
care
looks
for the
interested.
moment. No, apparently he's not interested into doing any changes for the moment.
He doesn't look happy, like I said.
That's a good one from Jalila Chamšić. And the substitution is called with Admira Kubat Mujkic coming on court.
Substitution for Zenica. Number 12 out. Number 2 in. Number 12 Anna Vucic. And number 2 Admira Kubat Mujkic.
Oh, that's a net violation.
It's a call again, Nadina Selimovic. And the gap is increasing and increasing. 9-point difference. Zagreb is in front.
Yet again, you cannot afford to be giving gifts to a team that is not dashing out either.
Oh, what a lucky cover. Lihodid, digged by Zenica.
How are they saving this? Not this time. Not this time.
Well, that was a great rally, great fighting spirit from the team from Bosnia and Herzegovina.
At this point, everything is working for them. And an unforced error again. You cannot keep doing this. They are on fire. They get everything working for them, and you give them gifts. Okay.
Well, we see a lot of smile on the Croatian side of the net. And of course, they know that they're getting closer from a second win today.
Of course. Awesome suede. Awesome suede. It was getting long. She didn't have time and energy for that. She just cold quit. She cold dips on that ball and she ended it.
Yeah, even if the set was just a bit to the inside, Liho did find some solution to score a 17th point for her team in this third set.
She was fed up doing the back and forth and followed by an ace serve by the captain, Gateber.
Another good serve, and that's a lifting call against Zenica and Admira Kubat-Mujkic. And substitution to come for Hrabri Zagreb was Mateja Grgic coming in for Josipa Ćosić.
That was a massive win. That was a massive win. Selimovic said no. Ooh, through the block she went. Alexander again.
Oh, no one to take that contact.
And they're gonna take it. They will take it. 28. Ooh, again she went. She's really taking care of business today.
21-8.
And she does it again, does her favorite spot. She keeps hitting it all the time. I don't know why they're not making any adjustments.
Yeah, she has it really good. That one-to-one serve. What a cover with the foot. If this one comes back.
It's not. It's not. I don't know what happened on this side, but that save was amazing.
Well, apparently they do play some football in Croatia as well.
Well, they do play correct football. Luka Modric is from Croatia.
Yeah, but she's playing for Zenica.
Okay.
We have to be careful because they have Modric and Pjanic.
Exactly.
But on the Bosnian side.
Exactly.
Well, 24-8. That's the first match point, and it will be on Alexandra Lihodic's serve.
For the time being, Procabria, they just doing the work. They had one thing to do, and they have done it.
Well, not only the point is for Zagreb, but there was a net fault Well, we didn't know exactly what to expect in that game, but Zagreb wins it 3-0 and confirmed this morning's victory. That's now 2 victories for them. They're joining Pisa at the top of the ranking. And that's an amazing day one for the Croatian side.
Exactly. And with a 25-8, I think it puts them really, really well on a set point.
Well, with that said, we will have, of course, a great game between Lyon and Zenica tomorrow. And this could be like a very important one for the bronze medal game.
Exactly. It's a resounding victory. They had one job to do. They knew how to do it, and they put their heads out. It's a 3-0.
Well, let's see who will get the MVP award.
Let's see. I think I have a little idea. I'm not saying anything. Let's see if I get it right.
Could be that it's a girl in blue still.
Well, it's definitely going to be a girl in blue. Which one is the problem?
The MVP for this match for Hrabri, number 10, Lana Rosic.
Okay, so I did well not to say anything. I got it wrong again.
The setter, Lana Rosic, is the MVP of that game. And she's led by Alexandra Lirodid to the stage to get her trophy.
Exactly, and a much-deserved MVP.
Well, we discussed together that it's not very often that we get a setter as an MVP. It's 2 games in a row now that we have them.
Because the setters are playing today at elite levels. They are playing very well. So I'm not even surprised they are getting the MVPs. And it's not the end. We're going to see more of that.
Well done, Zagreb. A well-deserved victory, 3-0 against Zenica. We will be with Zagreb again tomorrow. They will play against Lyon at 12 and against... they will play against Pisa, at 10.
Pisa at 10.
Nola at 5.
Exactly.
And for Zenica, they will be back on court at 12. They will play against Nola and they will play in the primetime game tomorrow evening against Lyon. This is at 7:30. We have one more game to go. This will be in 1 hour and 30 minutes. We will meet just before 7:30.
Exactly.
The last game of today's first day of this Women's Golden EuroLeague is between Lyon and Nola. Stay tuned and connect with us around 7:15, 7:20 for the very last game of this day one.
See you soon.